2, starting out with a bang.
Just right.
One of the species that we were really excited to chase, all of us, were the gemsbok. They're a big animal. They've got really cool horns. They're big, they're sharp. They've got some real good character to them, and the animal themselves are beautiful. They've got beautiful markings. They've got big, bushy black tails, white, gray. They blend in. They're just super cool animals, and we're excited to go chase one. We've been watching them for a while. Now this group kind of came up underneath us. So we're going all the way up to the top and try to get around on them. There's something going on with these gemsbok that I don't quite know yet. Either they're really, really skittish, like unbelievably skittish, or these ones that are around here just get hunted a lot and they're extra skittish that way. Regardless, if you make one mistake, they bust you. Ready to roll?
You guys ready?
Christian, how are you feeling this morning, my man?
Good, are you?
I'm feeling
ready
good.
to kill some shit?
Oh yeah, let's
Kill
get
some
after
shit.
it.
I like it.
And
Kill
y'all?
some shit.
Hannah, you got your trigger finger ready?
Yeah, I've been practicing this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Checking out videos. Mentally preparing.
Yeah.
How do you mentally prepare for a shot?
You have to wake up pretty early for it. Yeah, it's a lot of mental, physical, a lot of stretching.
Could you show me that stretch again? The trigger finger stretch, I like it. And then is it more like mentally preparing, like thinking about squeezing that trigger or jerking
I have
it?
to sing a song in the morning. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called Shoot to Thrill by AC/DC.
I have heard of it. Can you sing that for me?
No, absolutely not.
Shoot the thrill.
Last year, my dad surprised me with a trip to Africa, and we finally made it. And our first day, I got to see him shoot a great kudu, and then see his wife hunt for a day. And then today was finally my day.
Gonna kill.
That's how I injured my toe.
What's that?
That's how I injured my toe.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, Hannah's been walking with a limp. She actually injured her toe like 4 days before we got here. Pretty significant. Maybe we'll show you a little shot of that later. So, hey, can you tell
Camera's off.
Can you tell us how you injured? Because I'm a proud dad right now at this moment. How did you injure your toe?
No.
She doesn't know. She blacked out. But what she thinks happened is that there was some air guitar, drunken air guitar at a wedding. Which, if you know me at all personally, which a lot of you out there don't, I get that.
Show us.
But I'm one of the top drunk air guitar men in recent history. And I like to throw up my leg. I'm a little tight this morning, but if you can imagine AC/DC playing right now, you would understand how many sick moves I have. Pa, 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 pa. Now we're gonna be ready to go.
I had zero expectations. Like, I didn't even really Google anything because I wanted it all to be a surprise. And so I kind of came into it not knowing what was gonna happen, but I was kind of expecting it to be easy and to just kind of show up and have all the animals be close, but it's been a lot harder than I ever expected and a lot more like Nevada hunting, which I love.
So we're after gemsbok today. We get to the top of this mountain, beautiful vantage point, and we could see miles and miles and miles of flats. As the Toyota Land Cruiser, like the most iconic vehicle around for this kind of stuff, we're cruising up this mountain, 4 low, crawling over the rocks, sun's just coming up. I mean, this is like the thing you think about coming to Africa. Now this feels like home. We're up on top of a mountain, it's kind of cold, and we're glassing for animals. I mean, this is my wheelhouse, right? Like, if you grow up Western big game hunting like I did, this is the feel that you get. You spend hours doing this, you know, in one spot. I'm excited. I feel like I can help. You see those? See if I can get you a better spot. So you see those the two little knobs right there?
In between them and that river line.
And then back just a little ways?
Yeah, that's springbuck.
Springbuck, okay. Well, I got the springbuck spotted. Yesterday we did about 7.5 miles from what our iPhone said hiking, and basically went across that whole ridge line, down off the one side, back over to this flat. We found quite a few animals, but now we're back up top here trying to get a vantage point to see, and we found a couple big groups of springbuck, but like how far above? Oh yeah, springbuck. I think so. I mean, the one, is it walking right to left?
Yeah, so I've been hunting since I was like 6 years old with my dad, and really got into big game hunting when I was 12. And I really love archery hunting, but I've done a lot of rifle hunting throughout my life. And yeah, it's my favorite thing ever. And this is definitely something my dad and I have done my whole life. So this is just fun and once in a lifetime with my dad.
Again. We stopped and saw some kudu. I actually spotted those kudu on that ridge from the tower over there, and so we came around. One of the guys in the groups they're looking for kudu, so we told them where they're at, but we decided to stop and see if we could find a bull in there for them. But all we can see is cows now. There's 4 or 5 of them.
We're gonna go kill a gemsbok.
Who's gonna be shooting though?
I am. It was my dad's turn the first day, Jessica's turn yesterday, so now it's my turn. I'm excited.
Well, it's Hannah's turn. She's excited, she's been pumped up, and I'm excited for her too. Can't wait for her to try to get on a gemsbok.
When I'm looking, I kind of take it, I start from the top and work from like left to right, and I look for different colored objects or shadows, and then you look for maybe something shiny, which will be like a horn, or obviously movement.
The kudu that I ended up killing the very first time we saw him, that's all you could see was his horn shining in the sunlight, and it gave him away. A lot of times
that's similar to Nevada though, because a lot of times when you find a deer, all you see are their antlers when they're bedded down in a bush. I think the craziest thing about Africa is that all of these animals are so foreign to us. Like, we have no idea what we're gonna see. We don't know any of their habits. We don't even know what parts of the body to shoot at, because their vitals are different than Nevada. And then as we're hiking through the rocks, there's a lot more things that could kill us. So the adrenaline is definitely higher than I would be at home.
From here I can move to a different spot. There's a spot we have been spotting them this year. I've had some good luck there. Hopefully they're there, and work down that way.
And this is a zebra for sure. Yeah. It looks just like a horse at home.
See the heart shape?
They look like antelope.
Yeah, pretty much.
He found a good the gemsbok and a good zebra. Yeah, water. So, and the gemsbok's by himself.
Yeah, it's very similar to Nevada. It's dry, it's rocky. There's lots of bushes and shrubs that are similar to what we have in Nevada. So honestly, even like looking out into the horizon, the rolling hills and then some rocky and high hills are very similar to what we have in Nevada.
Well, as we get out of that vehicle, we start making our sneak down, and Harry comes on the radio, and we realize that they spooked already. So what happened was, we didn't realize it, but there was a few more eyeballs than we thought, sitting up a little bit higher. They saw us almost immediately when we got out of the truck. As soon as we started walking towards them, boom, they're gone. So, back to the drawing board. Let's go keep looking.
The wind was swirling, so it might have been Harry that they smelled.
Yeah, I don't know. The only time I've had wind bust me in a situation like that is when you're inside 300 yards, right? Like for me, I don't know if they got better sniffers, but even with horses, with wild horses at home, and even if the wind swirls and they're 300 yards, they're not. And those animals, to me, from where it looked like when you were telling me, they look like they started at. Looked like they were 500 yards at least before they.
On the edge where I saw them, they were 630 yards.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, there's no way they could have smelled us at 600 yards, even if the wind did swirl. What do you think? You think they could smell something?
I think so. Oh, I guess there was just the one youngster was standing high enough to spot us.
Oh, really?
Could have been as well.
Yeah, there you go. A young zebra?
Another young one. There were three. 2 young gemsboks and then the big cow.
So what happened was, we didn't realize it, but there was a few more eyeballs than we thought, sitting up a little bit higher. They saw us almost immediately when we got out of the truck. As soon as we started walking towards them, boom, they're gone.
What are you?
407. 420.
The patterns with the gemsbok, it was interesting because they're so used to all the hunters and the vehicles, but as soon as it seems like as soon as they hear us or get our scent or see us, then they're out of there. Like they just bolt. And that's something different than what we're used to as well for antelope species, because usually antelope in Nevada, if they run away, they're more curious and they'll come back. And these animals just bolt, and then you have to like keep chasing them.
They're right there.
Here.
We just tried to ambush some gemsbok. They ran around the hill, so we kind of stopped here, and they all kind of stopped. And they're starting to calm back down, believe it or not. It was kind of cool. We saw some baboons go over. They were like, "We're gonna see what they do. We're gonna drive. Harry Potter's gonna drive the truck away, and we're gonna sit here and see if they calm down a little bit." We're only 600 yards from them now, so we're thinking if we can close 200 or 300 yards, we're gonna have a pretty good shot. One of the things about open range hunting here, not high fence hunting, is the animals can go wherever. They can come and go, and when you blow stuff out, it seems like they go for quite a ways, and you know, the frustration kind of keeps building. It's like, man, we keep screwing this up. What can we do better? You know, how can we be better at stalking these animals with almost nothing to hide behind? This isn't a farm. You know, this isn't a high fence operation. This is legit big game hunting in Africa, as good as it gets, and possibly as challenging as it gets is what it's turning out to be.
But they're very observant. So they're always watching you, and there's really not a lot of coverage here. So unless you're like kneeling, you can't really hide. So there's really no way to hide from them.
Drive, they're not so agitated. Come on the other side of the hill, will be wind downwind. Focus from that side.
We come around a corner to this water tank and we see a nice herd of gemsbok, and they know we're there, but they kind of move off, not too spooked, and we get behind the water tank and we hide. Hannah's got the gun, Christian's got the shooting sticks, and it's time to make a plan. The good thing about this spot that I like is the broken hills. There's some really good broken hills and some low areas. When you're making a sneak on big game animals in open country, which is what we're used to in Nevada a lot of the time, is you just have to use the topography to your advantage. You've got to stay in the low spots, work around edges. It's never just a straight line. You've got to watch where these animals are feeding and work